So as I think about my faith journey, the one word that really stands out to me is kids. Grown up in the church my whole life. The one thing I remember about my childhood experience was our children's pastor was pretty much dedicated to the kids. We had a major kids program for the kids. I mean, we had Sunday school where we all, were involved and stuff. And then on Sunday nights, we had big Bible Bowl, we competitions and learning scriptures and memorizing and getting trophies. And I've got tons of trophies and stuff downstairs that, I earned. And that was big memorization. And then middle school, I was involved with the youth group, but we were going through some youth minister changes. And so didn't really, we had a group of girls that I really hung out with growing up, but then we kind of got to middle school and we all kind of started separating. I pretty much just moved to working in the nursery since I was about 14. I was the 2s and 3s Sunday school teacher. I did that pretty much till I moved. So pretty much hanging out with the nursery gals was pretty much what I did since from about middle school through high school. Jim interviewed last week, and he and I dated through high school, freshman high school sweethearts. I stayed in Tulsa and he came up here to KU. And so we were going through a long distance relationship. So that was kind of really pretty much tested our situation, our relationship, and, our spiritual growth, and pretty much determined, yes, we needed to be together. And so I graduated in 2002, moved up here, and we got married that summer. And like I said, I'd grown up in church my whole life, very dedicated to going to church, 3 days a week, being in the nursery. You were there all the time. And so that was just what I did. And so he pretty much was like, we're going to church, like, that's what we do. And so, yeah, we visited a few churches, but like I said, I was working at Johnny Appleseed there at the church. And one Sunday I walked into the sanctuary and discovered that there was an organ, which didn't really think about having at a Baptist church. And so we visited and haven't left. And still working with the kids. So that's pretty much been my spiritual growth, pretty much anything related to kids. And I would say that my faith is a childlike faith. I've grown, I've done Bible studies, but I think it's not necessarily my favorite scripture verse, but it's one that I like is, Jesus calling the kids, to come see me. And then the one about, the mustard seed, a little faith like a mustard seed, is about the size of a kid. It's, that's kind of where I came from, and that's kind of where I am. Is faith to me is believing in something that is not necessary, you can't see it, but it's still there. And times that I enjoy is sharing that with the little guys. May not understand, the stories at the time, but they're at least hearing about Jesus.